Hello, and welcome to this tutorial for Elephant Money's Trumpet contract, which you can find on the main page right here, or by coming up to the top right menu and finding Trumpet right there. When you come over to the Elephant Money Trumpet page, you can tab over on the question mark here and see some of the highlights of what this offers, which Elephant Money Trumpet is a store of value backed by Trunk that only goes up in value. There are 0 transfer or dev fees. By using your Trunk token, you pay a low 5% fee on mint and redeem to fund the internal treasury. No pump and dump is possible, and single-sided liquidity is locked in the contract. It is 100% immutable with 0 administrative functions, and there is extra transactional volume that is generated through this ecosystem when the community grows the Elephant Treasury Bertha. And I will have an example to show you exactly what this last line means towards the end of the video. Now, here on the overview tab, you can see the current price of Trumpet, which is more or less a ratio of how much Trunk you would get if you were to redeem 1 Trumpet token. In this case, you would get 1.27 Trunk tokens per each Trumpet token. And because of that 5% in and out tax, this ratio price is designed to go up whether you are minting Trumpet token or redeeming Trumpet to burn. And with the single-sided liquidity pool, you can see the back supply of Trunk is at 4.5 million tokens divided by the Trumpet supply of 3.6 million tokens to give you 1.27 currently. There are dashboard buttons here if you want to go straight to the Trumpet contract to see the activity. You can also check out the MythX security audit here where everything was fine. You'll have a tutorial video here, and you will have the Dune dashboard that we'll look at in a second right here. So in order to get Trumpet, you come down to the button right here, and then you want to approve Trunk for use with this contract. After the approval is complete, you can come back to the button, and now you will have mint, redeem, and revoke options. Revoke would just reverse what I just did. And since we're not going to redeem any of my Trumpet right now, we are going to mint this 319 Trunk. So in this pop-up, I will put 319, which at the current ratio will give me 237.9 Trumpet. And once complete, you can see that the token amount has climbed right here and my Trunk balance has gone down. Now, coming over to the Dune dashboard, this is where you'll be able to see all of the current stats of what's happening within the Trumpet contract. And here you'll be able to see everything from the Trumpet supply or the backed supply of Trunk. In particular, there are stats such as the APR that you can see, which is currently around 165%, which will fluctuate with transactional volume in and out of Trumpet. And then you can come down and see how many wallets are in here, and also a price chart over time. There's a ton of detail in here. Even if you go down, it'll show you all of the top wallets. You'll be able to see since the protocol launched 12 days ago, the APRs and transactional volume have been very high, where it was anywhere from 322% to 536% APR, 248, and now it's going down with user transaction volume. However, with the governance strategy of Trunk peg support being featured in the transactional volume going forward, things here are going to get very interesting. What I mean by that is when you find the reserve box under the governance tab, there are 3 community press buttons here. And with this peg button tied to the Trunk peg strategy, there is a certain amount of dollars that come out every day that will now do 3 key things. So at this current point in time, 818 BUSD will first buy Trunk token, then second will mint Trumpet with that very same Trunk token, and then lastly it will burn that Trumpet. And just as we saw in that last bullet point, this extra transactional volume from the Elephant Treasury grows as the Elephant Treasury grows as well. So just as an example overall of how Trumpet works, these numbers are from the Dune dashboard. We have the Trumpet supply and the back supply of Trunk. And in this particular example, this is just for user transactional volume with no peg support at play. And to keep it simple, we're gonna start on the left side and work our way right and then down, but you'll see these numbers match up. The Trunk back supply is 4.5 million. The trumpet supply is 3.5 million. And when you divide those two together, you get the current ratio of 1.27. Now that 5% tax whenever you deposit trunk and then when you redeem trumpet for trunk always puts positive price action on the liquidity pool. So in this example, if 1 million trunk were deposited into trumpet, then the back supply would go up by the full 1 million. As you can see, comparing these two numbers, it is up by 1 million. But of that 1 million trunk, based on the current price of trumpet, you only received 746,000 trumpet. So the current trumpet supply goes up 746,000 from the 3.5 million. So you can compare these two numbers right now. And because of that transactional tax, you can see how the price jumped from 1.27 up to 1.28. So now, if you were to take that very same 746,000 trumpet that you just minted, and for whatever reason you wanted to just redeem it out immediately, this is what would happen. You would redeem this amount of trumpet, which if you take that and multiply it by the current price of 1.285, you will receive 958,000 trunk tokens liquid back into your wallet. So effectively, you've pulled this amount of trunk token out of the trunk back supply, bringing it down to 4.6 million from the 5.5 million. Additionally, the 746,000 trumpet that you removed came out of the trumpet supply, bringing it down to 3.5 million from 4.3 million. And due to that transactional math, the ratio still increased from 1.28 up to 1.29. So hopefully you followed that example so far, taking the current rate based on an arbitrary amount of volume that was deposited and then immediately redeemed. And you can see how the price went up on a buy and a sell. Now, if I were to add an extra zero in here and made this 10 million, you would have the same effect here. Price would go up to 1.31. And then when you redeem that amount, it would go up to 1.45. Now let's return that back to what it was. Let's now take a look at what Bertha does to this transactional volume. So keeping the same example up here for comparison's sake, we're going to introduce the very same example, but with peg support. All right. So the big difference here in everything, starting from the original price, let's say the Elephant Treasury is what deposited 1 million trunk tokens into the trumpet contract. You would get the very same effect as far as the price increase up to 1.285. And you can see that up here, they are identical. The Elephant Treasury Bertha then received the same 746,000 trumpet. But here is now the difference. Pay attention to the word burned as opposed to up here redeemed. When you redeem, you are trading in your trumpet tokens in return for trunk tokens. But when you burn it, these 746,000 trumpet tokens are just eliminated. So there was no redemption of trunk out of the back supply, so it stays the exact same, and the trumpet was removed from supply. So look at the price now being at 1.55 compared to 1.29. This is a huge difference. And this is because redeeming, like in our first example, does burn the trumpet, but trunk is also proportionally reduced from the backing supply. However, burning reduces trumpet supply while keeping the backing supply of trunk unaffected. This is the key difference of this upstyle contract with trumpet as opposed to any other protocol that offers similar tokenomics. Let's take a quick example of if we made this 10 million in both scenarios. We're going to add an extra zero here, and you will see now how the trumpet price has gone all the way to 4 as opposed to 1.45. This is the key difference that you will see. So over time, trumpet is a fantastic staking option for your trunk tokens. And as the Elephant Treasury grows, the ratio and price of trumpet is going to multiple X on top of itself purely due to the transactional volume that the Elephant Treasury will provide. So yeah, that is it as far as Elephant Money Trumpet goes. I hope it made sense. And if you found this video helpful, please be sure to hit the like button and share this around so everybody can learn about what Elephant Money Trumpet offers. Thank you.